to our West Carrollton Board of Education business meeting. Today is Wednesday, September 17th, 2025. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Miller is absent.
Yep.
Mrs. Gibson.
Here. Mr.
Llewellyn.
Here.
Mr. Mundy.
Here.
Mrs. Shockley.
Here.
Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Good to see a nice little crowd here. Happy to see some great people in the audience. I'll do some introductions and then we'll get on started. So let's see, who do we want to start with? Should we start with Ryan down there? We got Ryan Sloan, our treasurer. We have Ms. Angie Shockley, one of our board members. Of course, Leslie Miller is absent today. We have John Llewellyn, another one of our board members. My name's Nate Mundy. I'm also a board member. We have Dr. Andrea Townsend, our superintendent. Lori always reminds me to add the doctor. And then
She earned it.
She did. She earned it. No, I am not disagree. We have Lori Gibson, another one of our board members. And then I'm going to do my best to attempt this. I think I did good last time. We have Daniela Rodriguez Vasquez. I didn't roll in here.
There was no roll.
Yeah, you don't want to hear it. Yeah, it's bad. Then we have Haley Schuster. Good to see her. And then over here we have Devin Berry, our Director of Human Resources. We have Becky Ehrman, our Director of Student Services. We have Dr. Robin Jordan, our Director of Curriculum and Instruction. And then last but not least, we have Jack Haig, our Business Manager. I think I got everyone there. All right. Well, we have, for our agenda today, we do have an addendum.
We do. Tonight we need to add to item 10D, add to item 10E, add to item 10G, add new item 10I, add new item 10J, and then I snuck the last one on, add new item number 14 for the middle school.
All right. With the addendum, do we have a motion and a second?
So moved.
All right. Call for a vote.
Mrs. Gibson.
Yes.
Mr. Llewellyn.
Yes.
Mr. Mundy.
Yes.
Mrs. Shockley.
Yes.
All right. And we have no comments relating to the public agenda items, so we'll move right along to our communications update.
Okay.
Ms. Janine?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I wanted to remind everyone of the ways you can stay in touch with the school district, westcarrolltonschools.com, Facebook at West Carrollton City Schools, X at WC City Schools, and Instagram at WC_City Schools. You can also find out about your schools by going to westcarrolltonschools.com, and you'll see schools at the top of the menu. Just click on that. The schools will appear in a drop-down menu, and you can choose your school to find out what's happening. You can also download the West Carrollton Schools app, and that way you can find out what's happening in your school as well as your child's classroom. Homecoming is next week. Thursday, September 25th is the parade. It starts at 6 p.m. in front of the ECC. Friday, September 26th at 6:30 p.m. the homecoming court is introduced at the high school dock stadium, followed by the crowning of the king and queen. And also Friday, September 26th, all of those activities are followed by the football game that starts at 7 versus Fairborn. Eyes up, phones down, go slow. Only drive in designated areas. Eyes up, this is a rule breaker. Eyes up, phones down, go fast. My cousin sent me, he had no idea what he was doing. He sent me this picture. He said, hey, I'm out flying, do you recognize anything? And he was actually taking a picture of a house in the neighborhood, but it happened to have a high school in it. So I blew this picture out, In this case, I was glad he was going fast, but I am going to call him about keeping his eyes up and phones down while he's flying a plane. Yeah, there's always that. So transitioning from the elementary school to the intermediate school. It's hard for me to tell you about it, so I'm going to let the experts tell you.
Almost a new school. It's a couple of years old now. So what do you like about it?
It's just very clean and very nice. You can tell they put a lot of work into this. Every teacher here is nice. Every person who works here is nice. I feel safe here.
You both went to Russell last year?
Yeah.
And how is it different this year? Let's go with Olive first.
Well, the school's different, and this time it's 5th and 6th, and not 4th. There's 4th grade, so there's 2 grades in here, and then the school's bigger. I just like this one better.
You like it
and
better?
we have more periods, we only have like 2.
Ava, what about you? What do you think about the new building?
I like the new building because it's bigger, and we get to go to more, we get the opportunity to go to more classes and meet more new people. And I think it's better with the phone ball. Like when you put in yonder pouches. I like the playground, but I don't know about lunchtime because lunchtime is only like 2 minutes and then pack up so outside. I like our specials are bigger, like the rooms are bigger. The rooms are a lot bigger, and I like the building more because it has more security for more safety.
And you saw what she said about the yonder bags. That was no prompting for me. She just said it. So I think that shows that the kids even recognize having no phones in school is a good thing.
It's the 3rd year.
Levi!
I missed that guy.
Okay, Levi is on our webpage, and you can see where the arrow is pointing. It says Pirate Pride Award. And you can go there and nominate someone to get a Pirate Pride Award. This evening, I did my own nomination of someone in this room. So that brings us to today. And, you know, Mr. Ben.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Everybody loves Mr. Ben.
Oh, yeah.
If you notice when he walked in here, everybody lit up. He knows people. Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. He did our opening day. He welcomed the teachers, the new staff at convocation. He is at sporting events. He is everywhere. And he always brings a smile to everyone's face, and he's always full of pirate pride and school spirit. So tonight, Mr. Ben, come right on up
Oh
here.
my gosh, yes.
So this says,
Oh my gosh.
the Pirate Pride Award, the West Carrollton Board of Education recognizes Benjamin Tran with sincere appreciation for continuous spirit and endless enthusiasm for fellow students and staff.
It is
That's not all. I have more.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is a very special coin. It says, "You're showing pride in West Carrollton schools."
Oh my gosh, it looks so fancy.
And I'm not going to say who, but there's a certain board member that has been wanting one for a long time, and he just hasn't done it yet.
Oh wow.
And there's more.
Yeah, it's supposed to have you. Oh
Okay,
my
so
gosh.
here's a special pen you can put on your shirt.
Oh my gosh. I do it right now.
So you can wear that, and can you get that?
Oh yeah, good.
Okay, because I can help you if you need help.
I got you.
Okay, he's got this. So you can see how excited Ben is,
I got
and that's why we love him, that's why we love our Pirates, and I couldn't think of anyone more deserving tonight. So Ben, thank you very much.
Oh my
You
gosh.
deserve the award. I'm going to get a couple of pictures of you before you leave, okay?
Oh wow.
Or
Okay.
before I leave. And so just as a reminder, be safe, be respectful, be responsible, be kind. And that's all I have this evening.
Wow.
All right.
Yes,
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Better
That
wear
is
that
very cool.
Friday night.
Good job,
What do you
Ben.
think, John? Do you think that's a nice coin?
Thank you,
Yeah,
Ben.
it is.
Do you want to show it to John? He's
Yeah,
got
show it to John.
They say so.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, John has a
Oh, wow. So John, I've never seen anyone say that you light up a room when you walk in. I think I know the problem.
Good job, that could be it.
Jane, Angie?
Proud of you. That could be it. Come on over here, we'll get some pictures and then we'll let them finish with their.
Bye, Ben.
Bye.
Congratulations.
Bye. I'll get some good pics right here, okay?
Wow. I mean, that's, is that it?
That's Pirate Card.
That is incredible. Well, technically, well, I guess I think you're up. Well, we have a presentation by Evan Ivory for athletic update. Very hard act to follow, but hey, you never know.
Yeah, Ben is a
Good to see you, Evan.
yeah. Thank you for having me here tonight to kind of brag about our athletic department and our student athletes. So I always like to give people shout outs when they earn them, so we're going to do some catching up on spring awards real quick. This was a special one. This is the first OHSAA Scholar Athlete recipient that we've had since I've been here. Vinny's a special kid, going to UD studying engineering, played a sport every season, brilliant kid, and he was selected he was one of 200 scholarship recipients from across Ohio this past year. So they had a big banquet for him at UD for all the recipients. Penny Stanley, SB winner. I know this is old, but when you go through and kind of want to give shout outs to everybody, wanted to include Penny for her award. Goes above and beyond for our coaches and student athletes. Ben Martin, going back, he's graduated now, but record breaker. 97 stolen bases. We were trying to get him up to 100, but 97 is still pretty impressive. These were our senior awards for the school that we were selected from some criteria with the Archie Griffin Scholarship, or the Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Award are the kids that display outstanding sportsmanship and school pride. Emma and Vinny, just all you can ask for from student athletes. The OHSAA Scholar Athlete Awards are the highest GPA for students that have, I think it's 7 varsity letters. And so Danny and AJ actually tied, so we give it to them both. I think they were off on like the 4th decimal place, so we just give it to both of them. Senior Male Athlete of the Year, Bryson Bauer-Jones. He played every sport every year he was here. Great kid. Peyton Joseph played softball and was a cheerleader. Caden Greer, who all the coaches call him Sweet Feet because he looks different when he runs. He's an athlete. Football, basketball, and track. Deja is, Leslie already knows she's going to be named our Athlete of the Week. She's on a little bit of a hot streak right now on the tennis team. She's won a few matches in a row, doing a great job there, and she's also a cheerleader, so she's pulling double duty in the fall with cheering for football and also playing tennis. Drew played baseball and bowling for us. Very bright student athlete. Olivia Corcoran is playing volleyball this year. She's a softball player, and she is an outstanding student athlete. Cooper Hensley was our freshman male athlete of the year, and he does cross country, wrestles, and then runs track. And you'll see him a little bit later. And Morgan, cheerleading and bowling. We're very proud of our student athletes. All league honors. Lily Parker was second team all league, and Olivia was honorable mention. Ben Martin second team, and Drew was honorable mention. In all area, honorable mention Ben Martin. I mean, he did everything. Great leader, great kid, great family. Everything you want from your student athletes. So, moving on to the fall. This is kind of catching up from the end of summer here. We have a new cheer coach, and Anybody that knows anything about athletics, cheer is just different. They're always the first ones we go to for pep rallies, public appearances, anything. So I like to always give them shout outs because they are year-round athletes, even if they only cheer in the fall. So they went to cheer camp and had a lot of success when you put it all in one graphic.
Wow.
So this was at Beaver Creek with some bigger schools and everything like that. So a few to point out: first team sideline cheer routine, the jump off winner, Deja Glover. Actually, funny story, it's the first jump off that Morgan Harry has ever lost in her cheerleading career. So beat by her own teammate, and they won the banana. And I don't know much about the Spirit banana, but I know it's important and it's a big deal for cheerleading. So they did a great job. So lift-a-thon for our football team. This was a fundraiser they did. We had some ridiculous numbers this year, so I'd like to shout out some of our football players and our strength and conditioning coach, Ian, who ran the whole thing. So this is bench press, squat, and deadlift. Thornton McKenzie, who's a sophomore, put up a total of 1,240 pounds to lead the team as a sophomore that didn't play football last year. Brian Ederer lifted 580% of his body weight. Pretty crazy. 1,000-pound club, we have 4 student athletes: Joe Ingram, Jason Fuller, Joey Madsen, and Thornton. Then our 750-pound club, we had a whole bunch, but I'll leave the other 4 out because they're just on the 1,000. So we had Javen Taylor, who's a freshman, Christian Barnes, Peyton Eisen, Kobe Barbosa, Damari Yao, Mason Hinch, Devin Bird, Braden Freshour, Nolan Brownledge, Brian Ederer, and then Jason, Joey, and Thornton from the last slide. And this is something we're especially proud of. Football was in the weight room 2 times a day all summer. Really since last spring, they've been getting after it and really putting in the work in the weight room, and we're very proud of the progress they've made. Our Pirates tennis team last weekend in the Coaches Cup finished runners-up. Deja won the first singles, and then Brooklyn and Sophia and Andrea and Isabel both finished second in their doubles. Athletes of the week, Ladarius Perry. This was a special one just because Ladarius is a great kid. He's kind of quiet, and we've kind of been growing him as a leader for the past few years. And to have a write-up from OHSAA official, this doesn't happen very often. Usually when you get a OHSAA report, it's something negative. So to see this, just talking about his leadership and all the qualities you can ask for in a student athlete was really special. He's a great soccer player. Caleb Buckner, at the time when he won it, was top 3 in the league in sacks and tackles for loss. He's a sophomore, and if he would have been at Lift-A-Thon, would have definitely been on the list I had last time. Then Cooper Hensley, who was our freshman athlete of the year last year, won the Bellbrook invite for cross country. Cross country is doing great things right now. They have a great young group that are pushing each other, and it's great to see. Upcoming events, this was kind of already covered with the homecoming information, but Pee Wee Night's this Friday, so come out and support the Pirates. You'll see me battling that big inflatable out there in the wind, and the kids love it, and it's a great time. So homecoming parade next week, homecoming game, then homecoming dance. Senior nights are also coming up. Tennis is tomorrow against Franklin, and then we have soccer, doubleheader a few weeks later, and then volleyball for our 1 volleyball senior. Football, cheer, and band is October 24th, which is our last home game, and we don't have any seniors on cross country or golf. I always encourage everyone to get involved, find something that you're into, and we have a lot of opportunities in our school to get involved and be a part of something bigger than yourself. Always encouraging people to do it. Winter sports are doing workouts right now. This is something that we'll have on all the news and all over the place. Pretty much every team right now is doing some kind of conditioning program, if it's with our strength and conditioning coach or with their own coach. Some are doing both. Also, spring sports, baseball and softball are going on right now. as far as, you know, open fields and lifting. So we have a lot of interest in baseball this year, and we're very excited about that with the new field coming up. One last thing, this was just something that, you know, we asked everyone to come out last Friday for our first home game, for our first varsity football game on our new field. And I just want to say, on behalf of all the student athletes, coaches, and everything, thank you all so much. The field is beautiful. The track is beautiful. The new building is beautiful. We're very proud of it. And to show our appreciation, I kind of explained to our student athletes that are playing fall sports right now, our idea of doing this halftime ceremony was to kind of give Jack a shout out for all the work that he put in, that a lot of people don't really see if they're just students. So Jack, we had all of our fall student athletes sign this for you. Thank you for everything you do. And that is all I have.
Thank you.
We have a soccer doubleheader going on right now, so get back to watch us play Greenville. So
There you go.
All right.
thank you.
Best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Man, this has been a great meeting. Hopefully Lori can keep it up. Thank you. Our other presentation is going to be for Early Childhood Center update for ECC. And it's going to be with Jen. I guess I should probably say the long word.
Yes.
Are you going to come on board? Or?
No, this is all there.
Oh, this is all you.
I adopted the school, but this.
Yes, there you go.
Wow, this is-
Nastasia Person with us, she's the assistant principal, so we'll go over it together. All right, so we just wanted to kind of thank everybody. Lori kind of contacted me and asked about showcasing things that we're doing that's really positive in the ECC. So we are trying to build stronger together, one vision, one community at the ECC. And we're doing a lot of really positive things. So we're really proud of our team that we're learning together, growing together, and taking root in our school community and building that climate and culture that we vision together.
Our mission, selling into a bright future, so every parent learns, leads, and grows. At the ECC, we are striving to make sure that our students explore the world with curiosity and excitement, that they develop social-emotional skills to build strong relationships, self-confidence, and resilience, and that they're able to build a foundation for a lifetime of learning.
Some of the positive things we're doing for our students, we are using the PBIS Rewards app, and we are opening our PBIS store at the ECC. So this is new for our building. The kids are very excited. They earn points through the app, and they're able to spend their points on different items. A lot of them are smaller token items. Some of them are bigger so that they can say, oh, I'm going to save my points up for this larger item that I want. So it's really fun to get them encouraged for that. They also, in addition to the PBIS store, have a PBIS monthly incentive. And the way that we earn that is as a building together. We have a goal for the first month. We set our goal for 1,000 points, and they've knocked it out of the park. So they are earning their first reward, which is a popsicle party. And then next month, we'll talk to the students about encouraging them to let's set another goal and make that higher so that they're earning those points, and they're very excited about it. So it's really fun watching them get excited about that.
We want to shine bright and go together, so we want to recognize all the hard work that our students are doing. So we do a student of the week. So we pick a student from preschool, kindergarten, first grade, and they get a really cool certificate that they love seeing their names on. Mrs. Longworth gives them a shout out on the news so that they hear their name on the, and so they really like that. They also get a student of the week bracelet, and then they get a little certificate from Cheryl's Cookies for a free cookie. For those students who've been shown those 3 Bs and they get those positive referrals in, we're pulling them. We do like a random generator, so we put all their names in there, so they're like excited to see if like their name gets called, and then we present their items together in their class. So getting everybody excited about keeping those positive behaviors up. Then we have the student of the month. They'll also get a certificate, and they'll get this really cool like little chain for student of the month, and they'll also get like some type of snack as well. And we're going to do that monthly. We're going to probably pick We're gonna pick a boy or girl from each grade level, and we're gonna reward those students who are showing those positive behaviors.
And we send home the positive reports via Public School Works to the families, so if they're nominated for it even, they still, the parents, that's another connection that we're making with the families, because they get to see that positive reward and the reason they were recognized and were nominated for it. So lots of positive things happening. It's really funny when I announce them on the news, because the kids, it's being sent out to the classrooms and the teachers show that and they're like, I saw you on TV. Like, that's what I said. It's really funny. The kids are like, you're on the TV. And I'm like, yeah. And then one girl today goes, you sound just like you do on TV. I was like, I don't want to hear that. I don't like the way I sound. So anyway, who likes to listen to themselves? This is our staff theme. If you see our shirt, it says Be a Marigold. So there's an article that we passed out to our new teacher hires. And they're brand new teachers. And it talks to them about finding a marigold. And we read it together and we're like, this really applies to everybody in our building. So whether you're finding a marigold, or you need to be a marigold, or you just need a reminder to stay positive. So the connection there, because everyone's like, marigold, what does that mean? And there's a garden connection to this. If you're into gardening, marigolds help nearby plants grow strong, and they turn away predators. So they protect and nurture what's around them. And I do that in my own garden, so I plant them always around like my tomato plants and things like that. And it does help them grow stronger, and it makes little like rabbits and stuff want to stay away and not eat the tomatoes. So marigold in education is encouraging and uplifting our colleagues, supporting student growth and confidence, and creating a positive and thriving environment, which is what we want for all of our students at the ECC. So our main takeaway is choose to be a marigold every day, support each other, and help students flourish. So we have these shirts that we're all wearing for our Mindful Mondays, and it's just a good way to start off our week to be a marigold, and just a reminder, like, be a positive person and try to, in the article it talks about walnut trees and how you don't plant those next to anything because they're very negative and they can hinder the growth of other things. So everyone's like, don't be a walnut tree. So it's that kind of a joke. Like right now they're like, I was being a walnut tree, I'm sorry. So because they're like, I was being negative, I'm sorry. And I'm like, it's catching on, but everyone seems to be really happy with it. We did make a just a reminder, and everyone signed a matted picture, and we put Be a Marigold in that, and it's just a reminder when they see what they've signed, like, you guys promised, you signed this to be positive and be a marigold. So that's one way that we're trying to build positive climate and culture with our staff and with our students, because then they're like, what does that mean? So it's kind of a way that we've shared with everybody.
Gem of the month, so we're going to recognize 2 staff members that have gone above and beyond and who are just doing all those things, being a marigold, not a walnut, and those things that just keep our building running and really helping our students be successful. And so we're going to present them with a certificate, and then we also have like their favorite themes. We had to send out a survey, and so we're also going to present them with some of their favorite themes and recognize those 2 people. Then we'll also partner with Horace Mann, and they're going to be doing the Excellence in Education Award. And we're going to do that quarterly with them, and they'll get that apple, and just letting them know that we appreciate what they do, we see it, and recognize them.
And they're going to present the first one on October 2nd at our staff meeting, so we're really excited. Tim from Horace Mann is coming to do that. He was excited to partner with us, so we're happy about that. All right, let me see if I am able to click the link on this somehow. It's where it says we are blooming at the ECC. This is a little video just to kind of show some of the positive things happening at the ECC. If you can hit, I'm so sorry.
She knows, I showed.
Yeah, okay. You can hit preview and it'll make it larger at the top there. And we had a training over the summer, and it was regarding responsive classroom. And it's a lot of opening circles. So we have morning meetings, and basically everyone sits down, there's a morning message from the teachers, some type of almost activity where they're up and moving their bodies, because they're little kids and they need to move their bodies. We do as adults too. So it just starts their day off in a positive way. They're going and greeting all their classmates in a certain way. Sometimes it's a goofy way, sometimes it's telling them something that's their favorite food or their favorite snack. And then they go through and they'll do an activity together. And it really builds classroom community in another way that we're trying to build that climate culture that we want with all of our students. And it's a way to foster those and build those relationships and connections with our students so that they have that built into their day. So we made sure to build time into our structured daily routine where they have that opening circle. So that's something we're really excited about too, building that positive climate culture, and our specials teachers are actually joining, and Nastasia and I are joining those as well, so that we can build those positive things also. So it's really fun for us to go into the classrooms, and we have that connection already. And then when we have anything right there, like in the cafeteria or anything, they're like, you said your favorite food was this. Do you like this that I have in my lunch? So it's just a fun way that they make connections with us as well, and all the staff members. So we have great things happening at the ECC. So thank you guys.
Thank
Wow.
you.
That's really good. That was fantastic. Well, I know we didn't do Evan's presentation, but did you guys have anything you would like to say to that presentation before we move on? So we don't have to say it at the end. Because I already got a long list of things to say at the end. So I wanted to say I do really like that presentation, and that was really, really nice to see. So good job, Lord, and great job, Ben, and everyone else. That was really, really nice. Yeah, that was really good. So if no one has anything else to add, we will.
Good luck, John.
Yeah, John is next month.
I have
so.
comments, I'll wait.
Don't be a walnut.
Pick one, John.
I'm a big boy, I can take it.
Be a miracle.
Yeah. John, it's nice not being the one.
Michaela's nickname at Lee, they did choir shirts and they put nicknames on the back, and hers was Miracle.
Miracle?
Really? Well, that's really nice.
She grew up in the walnut.
We'll get you.
Wow.
It's all right.
Man, this is a day, guys. All right, well, we'll move on to our business portion of the meeting. And we will start with item number 9 that deals with some financial items, all right?
Thank you. Ask the board approve items 9A through 9E as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Anything you'd like to add to that, Ryan?
On the financials, nothing out of the ordinary. We're just 2 months through August, 2 months into the fiscal year. The appropriations, it says final appropriation, but that's just the required wording. I mean, every district has to have what's called a final appropriation by the end of September. Our appropriations they will constantly change throughout the year. The item regarding Russell, that's just required by OFCC in terms of holding back a % of the contract for the company that's doing the abatement at Russell, and the donation from the Dayton Brick Shop, $1,000. They would like for us to use that money to help with the Art Fest, but more specifically to help with a couple scholarships that Mr. Grosvenor will we'll send out to a couple students at the end of next spring. So that's their preference for that donation.
Wow. Well, and that's good to hear too, because I know a lot of the money that they raise go right back into the scholarships for next year for the Art Fest. So that's going to be really cool, because I think last year they did just 2 people. So maybe with this, they might be able to do a lot more, or maybe just make them larger. So that's really exciting. So, all right, well with that, we'll move on for a vote.
Mr. Llewellyn?
Yes.
Mr. Mundy?
Yes.
Mrs. Shockley?
Yes.
Mrs. Gibson?
Yes.
All right, item number 10 deals with some personnel items. Doug?
Good evening.
Good evening.
The superintendent recommends that the board approve the following personnel items. 10A through 10H on the agenda, and 10D, 10E, 10G, 10I, and 10J on the addendum.
So moved.
Second.
All right, is there anything you would like to add to that, Deb?
Maybe the oddness of people telling us that they're going to retire at the end of the year in the first few weeks of school. We are still, I guess, kind of figuring out what STRS, when they changed from 35 to 34 and 33 to 32. People are still figuring that out and getting their time from STRS, so they're attempting to tell us in advance so that we can have notice, who we need to replace in the spring.
Oh, yeah.
So it helps us.
That's nice that they're giving us a more upfront thing, that's good. All right, well, now the discussion, we'll move on for a vote.
Mr. Mundy?
Yes.
Mrs. Shockley?
Yes.
Mrs. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Llewellyn? Yes.
All right, item number 11 deals with some more personnel items. Deb?
The superintendent recommends that the board approve the following personnel items, 11A through 11D.
So moved.
Second.
All right, anything you would like to add to this one, Deb? Seems like a lot of typical stuff.
It is very typical. We're ahead. I spoke with Evan this morning. I think we have one more coach for the winter sports to be locked in, so that's way further ahead than we normally are.
That's great to hear. All right, well, no other discussion, we'll go to a vote.
Mr. Mundy?
Yes.
Mr. Shockley?
Yes.
Mrs. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Llewellyn? Yes.
All right, item number 12, I feel like deja vu, deals with personnel items, so this is going to be
This is me.
Yes.
I'd like to recommend the board approve the following personnel items, 12A and 12B.
So moved.
Second.
All right, anything you would like to add?
I would. This is one of our homegrown, just like Mrs. Longworth, moving from teacher on special assignment to assistant principal. We're very proud of her and she deserves it.
All right, any other discussion? We'll move to a vote.
Mrs. Shockley?
Yes.
Mrs. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Llewellyn? Yes. Mr. Mundy?
Yes. Item number 13 deals with nutrition regulations. Jack?
Yeah, I'd ask for motion and second that the West Carrollton School District state that, or let me try this again, that the West Carrollton School District is compliant with the state of Ohio nutritional regulations as presented.
Second.
Anything you'd like to add to that?
This is, yeah, I'll clarify it, how about that? This is pretty much saying that we will abide by all the state guidelines for nutrition and will serve the recommended foods and be within the dietary confinements they set for us.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
How difficult is that going? Can you tell us what some of the standards are? I mean, are we going to get a
She has to,
back?
they're limited on the amount of sugars, carbohydrates, fats, salts. Sodium's a huge one. There's no pops that aren't zero sugar that can be sold at the high school. So there's real limit on the amount of sugars that can be in anything. So they kind of watch every bit of that, and then they label all the foods to make sure that we meet the dietary needs and that students know what they're getting when they get it. So.
And I know a little while ago, I think it was after I graduated, they stopped letting kids go out to lunch. So
Yeah.
they have to be eating pretty darn healthy.
I mean, compared to what it was, 20 years ago, you would cater in Pizza Hut one day or Domino's one day,
Yeah.
and then you would have Chick-fil-A Fridays or something. But you just can't do it anymore because none of those foods kind of meet the guidelines.
Isn't that kind of scary in some way?
So even on special events and things of that sort, like a pizza party, they can't do that now?
So we're part of the free reduced lunch program, so we get all free lunches. So we need to be strict with what we do.
So is this going to be a huge change for the kids?
No, we do this every year. This is no different than we've done for the past probably 5 years.
Okay.
10 years.
So wait, pizza parties are not fun? Like, they're not?
Well, PTOs and stuff can do it, right?
You can't sell it at lunch.
Oh, okay, but like they can still like have a pizza party or an ice cream party. We won't say anything on camera.
We will
Maybe I'm asking
abide-
questions I don't want to
We
know
will
the answer
abide
to.
by the state of Ohio's
Kevin,
recommendations.
This is regarding our, we have pizza, this is regarding school lunch.
Okay,
Nothing more,
totally, yeah, different
nothing
things,
else.
okay.
This is regarding our nutritional regulations for school lunch.
I do have a question when it comes to the lunch, and I don't know if anyone has an answer. I remember way in the past, I don't know if they still do that, do they still kind of curate meals and then like a certain group of kids try it and then have that be one of the meals for the day? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, they do still do something like that every now and then. We're working right now for the new high school to purchase pizza ovens.
Oh, wow.
So they can make their own pizzas, and so we're hoping that comes through. It looks like it's a pretty positive. We should know here in a couple weeks on that.
Wow. Well, that's incredible. All right. Anyone else? All right, well, we'll move on for a vote then.
Mrs. Gibson,
Yes.
Mr. Llewellyn,
Yes.
Mr. Mundy,
Yes.
Mr. Shuffler.
Yes.
All right, item number 14, which is our addendum, is for the trip to DC.
Yes, so this is fantastic. We haven't had one for a few years, so Eric called and said, is it okay to do it? And I'm like, absolutely. So he made arrangements. So I'd like to recommend that the board approve, as presented, the West Carrollton Middle School 8th grade trip to Washington, D.C., May 11th of 2026 through May 14th of 2026. Visiting our nation's capital as well as other important locations in our nation's history. We'll build upon the standards covered in the 8th grade social studies classes. It's also a great way for students to learn about art and culture, natural history, literary geniuses, geometric shapes, and street designs. Students will have the opportunity to see firsthand historically significant buildings, monuments, documents, and locations that they have studied in their social studies classes. For many of these students, this might be their first trip out of state.
Incredible.
So
Incredible.
it's a great trip.
We need a second.
Second.
Anything you'd like to add?
It's a fantastic place to go, and it's a great trip for our kids.
Yeah.
I'm so happy
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
able to bring it back.
I always wish I would have went.
I'm so glad that we're finally getting back to some normalcy where we can do, I'm loud enough. You hear me, right? Yeah. Where we can finally do some, let me turn this, you got to train well. That we finally get back to doing things that we were doing before the world stopped turning. So that's awesome.
I'm very excited.
That is nice.
And they remember those, I mean, my son still talks about this trip, all 3 trips,
Yeah.
6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Oh, wow. Well, that's really nice. All right, well, without any further discussion, we'll move for a vote then.
Mr. Llewellyn,
Yes.
Mr. Mundy,
Yes.
Mr. Shuffler,
Yes.
Mrs. Gibson.
Yes.
All right, well, we're on to the reports section now. So let's see if the student reps have any reports. Anything you, I know the newsletter was fantastic. I mean, you guys heard it all
Great
about
job.
it. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
so
okay.
good.
So I guess I'll start with that. So I sent a newsletter out to all the high school kids, all the staff in the high school, and then I also included all of you on it. But I haven't, I got a lot of comments about how that's cool that that I started to do that. So I'm excited to see, hopefully that'll bring some more student involvement in. I'll do that again today, so that'll happen it'll go out every Thursday about 12 o'clock after our meeting. So that's that. The caring closet. So Mrs. Allen, one of the high school counselors, she's been helping us work in there, and she helped us clean up a lot of what was in there because we had gotten a lot of donations. They were just kind of everywhere. So she went through and helped us organize some stuff after school one day. So that's really cool. It's looking a lot better in there. And then now it's been approved by Mr. White that we're going to do Monday meetings. So the other student board reps and I will be in there every Monday from about 3-ish, 3:15-ish to about 4. And so we'll just be working in there. That will give us an opportunity to get an active inventory of what we have, what we don't have, if there have been people in there throughout the week. And then also that will be, I don't think it'll be that way this week, so we just have a couple weeks to advertise, but we will eventually have it as a time also for anyone who needs anything from the closet to come in, so it'll be like an open house for the closet. So that's exciting. That'll start next Monday and can just continue on throughout the year. And then we're also working with Miss Allen to do a toothbrush drive. So this will help improve communication. I don't know if you remember, but last year, Kristen and we all did a sock drive, and that actually seemed to reach a lot of people. So we're gonna do the same thing, but with a toothbrush, because we have hundreds and hundreds of toothbrushes. Yes. Yes, lots of brushes and toothpaste. So, yeah, so we're gonna be using that for our little drive that we're gonna do to also help improve communication. And then last thing I have is I talk to Mr. White like on a daily basis, just in passing, but the girls and I are going to have a meeting with him and just talk to him about some of our goals this year as student board reps, and just a couple things that we'd like to accomplish. So, yeah, that's all I got.
Did your email go through okay?
Yes.
Is anything needed for the caring closet stuff?
Not right now that we know of, but there might be some needs coming when we do some more stuff next week. So keep you updated.
Okay,
Dan, you
so
have anything?
what I have is we're having our first student rep table this Saturday at 10. That's the first one of the year, and then the rest are going to be on Zoom call. And then one thing, I keep hearing the freshmen say that they still need a trailer for their float. They have the truck, but they don't have the trailer, and they're looking for a trailer for their float. And that's all I really have.
Okay, well, with that, does anyone have any committee reports?
All right, so CTC had a board meeting last week. The main thing that they did a presentation on their satellites. So this is where they open up some type of a career tech thing at regular schools. And so the kids that aren't necessarily, they want to be a part of CTC, but aren't necessarily willing to leave everything they know to go to there, they can actually participate in a satellite at their high school. And I really hope, and I talked to Dr. Townsend before, that we're interested in doing something like that. And just to kind of give you some numbers, so in the satellites, they had 4,000 plus students this year in satellite schools around the area. So one of the ones that they kind of highlighted was Jefferson Township. They just started it last year. They did wonders. They got grants and things to upgrade their equipment there, their space there. And last year they had 99 students in their satellite class, and this year they have 98 students in their satellite class, which that number doesn't really say much until you hear this part. This year they have 25 freshmen, the whole school, and last year they graduated 11 seniors, the entire school. 98 kids are in their satellite class at Jefferson. And they said that some of the skills that they teach them are things as a hammer, screwdriver, a vacuum cleaner, and then taking them on trips where they're learning about agriculture and things of that sort. And they said that it's showing so much promise in the schools. So I just thought that was absolutely amazing that there was that much commitment to that class, those satellite schools, and the numbers. So the main campus at attendance had 2,134 in attendance at the school when they started. Plus they have 4,000 students in the satellites around this area.
Oh, wow.
That is huge.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
4,000 in satellites.
4,000 in satellites, so, and then,
Our GPS satellite, and we're working on getting more right now.
Yeah, that's right.
yes, so, I just thought that was absolutely amazing and really good news. That was about, not needed. All right, that's all I got.
Wow. Angie, you got some
So
updates?
for the West Carrollton Education Foundation, they will be this Saturday at the concert in West Carrollton. They'll be selling on glow items, and they raise money for classroom grants. So, and then they also will be having at the homecoming parade. They organized food trucks to come in, and so people have an option to get things from food trucks during the homecoming parade from Wheel Fresh Pizza, Cone Ice, The Little Lemon, El Mason, and Fresh Off the Hook.
Yeah, and that is some exciting stuff. I was actually going to say that a little bit later, so I'm happy you said it now. All right, I know I have a few things. Just I'm considering it part of the committees is like the school updates and the adopt a school. I consider those. First off, it was a very good job. The ECC presentation was wonderful.
So let's just clear the slate here.
Thank you.
I contacted her and said, we need to do something and we need to make it great and make sure there's pictures of littles in it. That's pretty much all I did, all right? So please don't give me any credit. Mrs. Longworth and, I always get her name wrong, this person, they rocked it. I sat here and smiled and thought it was great and got to see all the littles and stuff, but I get no credit for this, none.
Noted.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know for my school, the intermediate, the Wonder videos, the book Wonder videos that they've been kind of watching, I guess it's been awesome. I've heard so many great things from parents and even teachers about how well that went, and I thought that was really, really exciting. And then I'm happy we had that video earlier about how it's such a safe and clean and amazing school, because it really is. I don't know if I'm getting competitive about this. I don't know if this is a competitive thing that we need to be doing.
Yes.
But the intermediate school's the best. I don't know what to tell you. Come on, you know. I mean, adopt a school. I'll take it. I got the best one, so I don't know about y'all. But
We're going to need to talk about those 2-minute lunches, though.
yeah, fake news. Yeah, it's longer than 2 minutes, I promise you. So please, parents, don't call about that. But yeah, other than that, did you have any committee reports? All right.
We'll shine in October.
You're shutting down.
You're saving it up, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's building excitement over here.
He's
So.
got a beautiful school to talk about.
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
Yes.
Absolutely
You
beautiful
can just
school.
take pictures of the school and
It
do
just
that.
won't be
Yeah.
him. I'll just say that, it won't just be him.
Man, with the mic off too. All right, comments from the superintendent.
I don't really want to repeat a lot of what's been said tonight,
Thank
so
you.
I'm simply going to say, I am going to reiterate something Janine said. Yesterday, when I was at my superintendent's meeting, 2 students in local school districts were hit by cars in 2 different districts. Please keep your phones down, please keep your eyes on the road, and drive slow. I'm in a meeting, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I come back from my meeting, and there's another one on the news, and it's terrifying. Please be careful.
Yeah.
So, as she says, eyes up, phones down, drive slow.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
All right. Brian, you have anything to add?
Two things. We mentioned it a few times, but the state of Ohio, or Ohio Department of Education, they moved up regarding the financial forecast. We used to have that submitted by the end of November. Now we have to have it submitted by mid-October. Probably looking at having that at the October 15th board meeting, and ideally we'd like to get with Mrs. Gibson and Mrs. Shockley on the finance committee, maybe a week or so, if we could, a week or so before the 15th. So I'll contact you guys to see if we can, to see if that will work. Have a finance committee meeting. And then the other thing was just to give congratulations to Ben for his Pirate Pride.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go, Ben.
Thanks so much.
and great job opening day, getting all the staff fired up for the start of the school year. So
That is true.
That's true for real.
Yeah,
It is.
for real. Yeah, that's great. All right. Well, we have no comments from our association, so we'll move on to central staff. Jack or Devin or Robin, who wants to start?
Yep, Ben, good job.
Thank
Good
you so
job.
much, Jack.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
Well
much, Jack.
deserved on that one. It was a very well deserved Pirate Pride Award on that, so.
Thank you so much.
And I want to say thank you for the athletic department. That kind of caught me a little bit by surprise. I don't like being taken by surprise. I'm not good at that stuff, so, but thank you to them. That's all I have.
That's great. All right, we might as well move down the line. Dr. Jordan, anything to add?
Congratulations, Ben.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jordan. Thank you.
All right.
I also want to say congrats. We're really proud of you, Ben.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Yeoman.
And also, I got the new turf is pretty cool. Nice work, Jack.
All right, Devin?
Congratulations, Ben.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kelly.
And definitely congratulations to Jack. I thought that was a really good idea. I haven't talked to everybody about it, and I kind of chickened out and didn't want to walk in the middle of the field. Becky and I
You didn't
were
really
there.
talk, you didn't really talk to me about it.
We put him on.
We could have, but we didn't want to ruin it. But yeah, I thought it was well deserved, and it's really good to see someone who spent a lot of time in the district and works really hard, and looking at the buildings from start to almost finish, and then looking at the work that he does. I thought that was really good, and it's good to be recognized. So
Definitely.
congratulations.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have no general comments from the public, so we'll move right along to comments from board members. Who wants to start here? Board, you want to start? Oh, you want to start? Angie.
Ben, great job.
Thank you so much.
You really do show pirate spirit. We're so proud of you.
Thank you so much, Miss Angie.
And Jack, I want to tell you, we are so happy with everything you've done with the school district, with the new schools. I had the pleasure of working with Jack on the committee, and there was no time that he didn't, and when I called and I have a question that the community was asking, there was not one time he didn't answer my call right away and get me, he didn't have the information, I had it in no time, so that was well deserved. And that was, I also want to give a shout out to Sarah D'Angelo and Jen Hench and the athletic boosters, or that put on Pirate Island Fest. That's a huge fundraiser for the sports teams, and they do a nice job every year. I didn't get to go because we were out of town, but I've only heard great things from the community about it. I'm not sure who else to thank, but I know those two were spearheading a lot of it, and I know a lot of the coaches help participate in students, so great to see the community come together for something like that. So that's all I have.
All right. John, you want to be next?
Yep. Pirate Pack starts this week, and we don't have a very high number, as it turns out, to start with, so a little surprising there because of how long it's taken us to start, but it is started, so as the buildings get the word out that we are going to start delivering packs, hopefully the numbers will go up. We're only starting at like 20 or so it's pretty low.
Do people have to sign up for that every year, or it's not? It doesn't repeat.
It doesn't. So the applications though are in the main office. So if you're aware of a student who's interested or a family who needs the help, all you got to do is apply to the office of the school that their student attends, and that'll take care of it. And then of course the packs are donated or delivered rather on Fridays with the help of Jack and the maintenance team, delivering those from our warehouse to the schools every Friday morning and bringing back the totes that we use to redo the process. So just letting everybody know that has finally started, and then we'll go through the middle of May every school year. Typically we average 300 a week, so starting with 20 is a drastically low number. But I'm sure it'll build up. I know there's a need there, and people will start applying, and we'll see the numbers rise, but that's where we're starting. I was going to thank Ben, but he's left the room for a moment. I'll finish with Ryan. I kind of pick on a person every week back. Was trying to be that. So I'll talk about Ryan for a second. I just want to thank you, sir, for the 8 years I've sat here, almost 8 years I've sat here with all your information you share about finances or forecast, starting the finance committee a few years ago. And then even more than that, before I sat here, I was probably a pain in his side because I would ask for public record requests. Those go through the treasurer typically, so he was bombarded at times with requests for this or that and never said no to me, never gave me any trouble or complained about it, at least not to me. But I appreciate all your work and effort and our OSBA meetings. He's always there every year in Columbus with us. And it's one of the things I'll miss sitting here is those trips to Columbus. Those are always fun. And Ben, since you left the room, I'm a person who hasn't ever got one of those pins or Pride Award yet. Yeah. But well honored for you and congratulations, buddy, on being selected. All right.
I really love this a lot. I like it. Thank you, Mr. John.
Yes, sir.
Lord?
All right, so, congratulations, Ben.
Thank you, Mrs. Lloyd.
You're welcome. So, not a whole lot. Don't forget the parade coming up next Thursday. Does anyone check the weather? Are we doing it with cool down? I'm okay with, but I really don't want to be holding umbrellas. We will if we have to, but no. So, supplies have been bought for the trailer. It will be decorated. It will look awesome. Does anyone here have a trailer that the senior or the freshman can use? Anyone? Anyone? So we need to work on that. So, yeah. So figure that out, folks.
I think they're still looking for convertibles too, right?
They are.
They're always, and they're still looking for convertibles. So unfortunately, I'm probably preaching to the choir here, but that's Judy. But it's a great event. It's a wonderful time. The kids really get a kick out of it. Last year was the first year that I'd actually been in the parade. I've always attended the parade, but I'd never been in it before. So it's a unique, it's different, depending on which where you're at. So there's that. And I think I'm going to talk to Janine. We need to add be kind, be respectful, be responsible, and be a marigold. I think I'm going to start a petition for that one. And I'm going to make you sign it first. So, yes.
Or ask.
Well, it kind of, I mean, it's almost like be a miracle. Yeah, it's
Play on words.
Yes, it's encouraging all the way around.
Wow, love it.
That's all I got.
Okay, that was it?
That's it.
You're going with that? All right, cool.
Oh, cool.
All right, so, of course, during this meeting, I have amassed a list of things, so let me.
Can somebody grab me that paper?
No, I'll take it. The homecoming parade, I am so excited for this. Even though I am a tad bummed out, I have been banned from the students' float, so now I'm stuck with the board members. So it better be a lot of fun.
Maybe you will be on the float.
Maybe you'll be pulling the float.
Yeah, I'm just publicly protesting that I always like being loud with the kids. So now you guys better be loud. So just wanted to mention that. I am so excited for the food trucks that the Education Foundation will bring. Hopefully we get a really good crowd, and it's going to be great for everyone there to have something to eat and drink and all that jazz.
Support the classroom grants.
And supporting the classroom grants and the Education Foundation is wonderful. So I'm happy that they'll be doing that.
Do we have a list we can put out?
We have a working list.
I sent Lisa email today and asked her if she could get it out on the Facebook page or the website or something.
Okay, if you send it to myself and Janine and Jenny, we'll get it out.
Yeah, we have 4 or 5 right now.
We've got, I just listed them.
Yes.
Co-nice.
Yeah, yeah.
If there's a flyer for the foundation, then we can advertise it with it.
I'll make sure we get one together for you.
Great, thank you.
And then the Pirate Island Fest was awesome. It was such a good time. It seemed tad quieter, so I'm wanting to see how that ended up turning out when it comes to everything, the attendance and all that. But I was there, yeah, and I was kind of there from 5 till it got dark, so I don't know if I just came at a weird time, but it was kind of a, huh? 6
At least it wasn't as hot as it was this year.
Oh, okay, yeah. And, but it was nice. I mean, a really good event and just great people all around. So I'm happy that, I mean, everyone got to support them and all that. What else? Oh, the report card, I'm not going to talk about. I'm not going, because I haven't read it all through yet.
So thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah, I just want to say that's out.
It came out a month
Yeah,
ago.
yeah. I don't want to pull a Tom Wolf, but there's so many factors that go outside of this report card that I wish they would recognize. You want to add
There's
something?
nothing wong with the report card. We have a lot of gains. There are, part of the issue with the state's report card in general is it's a moving target. So Mr. White came in over the summer and he talked about how he was going to be 3 stars and he's this close, he could be a 4. Well, now it's even closer because that top 2% changed again. Summer school happens, how they calculate the K-3 literacy, we went up there. However, we're still lower in the college and career, but the school went up to 3, and that's also 2024 data, which is when that's a whole, that EMIS thing. So that's also changed how it's going to be calculated. So it's really hard when they go from a report card that's AF.
Yep.
And you used to know how, like, way back before this new report card system, you knew how it was calculated. You could calculate it, you could figure out how to do things with your kids. Now it's a moving target. To me, it's a snapshot in time. I say it every year, and I will stand by that. But our kids are making growth. Our gap closing was a 5. It changed to a 4 over the summer, but yet we had more kids pass the test, meet the guarantees and things like that. It's constantly a moving target, and I did call the state about the difference between our high school score and why the district score is different. And it is, if we had more high schools, it would be the answer, but they don't know. They don't know why we have 3 at the high school and 1 on the state report card. So if they can't answer the question, neither can I. But all in all, our schools continue to go up, and they can move their targets around. I look at all the data that we have internally. That's much more important.
Well, and that's the amazing thing, right? Is our community is ours, right? I remember there was someone that compared us to Oakwood, and I'm like, totally different systems. I mean, when it comes to poverty, when it comes to, past education, when it comes to, like, cyclical poverty is a major portion of all of this. And culture is different there. I mean, like, there's so many different factors. And, it's an apples to oranges comparison. And to look at West Carrollton, the improvements that we have made, and to see the culture here and the kids, and, Ben, to see Ben, these are the people that we celebrate.
Yes.
This is why we do our thing, So, to roll into that, Ben, you're amazing.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, you well deserved. I know you were very hard to follow in our convocation because you hyped everybody up, and then I had to go up there and it was almost impossible to follow you up there. So I just hope you know that. Yeah, well deserved. Well deserved. I also wanted to give an update. Leslie Miller. She had a few things that she put in an email that I think she wanted someone to mention. So I know Evan said some of it.
He
Some of
did
it.
most of it. There was
Yeah.
there was the 3rd place that he missed.
Yep. Yeah.
We got the trophy.
Okay. Did he mention the trophy? Because I know you mentioned the Deja and the Brooklyn.
Deja and the trophy.
Okay. Well, never mind. So if you guys missed that, just rewind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit rewind.
Yeah. Hit rewind and listen to that part again. Jack, that was such a well-deserved award, and I hope you know that from the bottom of not only their hearts, but from, I believe, ours as well, that the amount of work that you have put in, the hours, the time, the passion that you have put into this district, I'm happy that people recognize that, and I just think you're an incredible person. You do incredible work here, and I hope you always recognize that as you move forward, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And then, oh, yeah, of course I got a cool one, but I'm not done yet. And then I want to say I was so sad to miss the football game because I heard it was a great time and just a good event. So it broke my heart that I missed that. But of course, a little Don Henry, I want everyone to remember the big yellow taxis and to be safe when you're driving around them. It seems like our community does a good job, but it's always nice to remember, you know, to be safe around those buses and, you know, laws have changed. So if you want to play against the law, you know, that's up to you. So, of course, I do want to end it with a quote. I always do. This one touches me a little bit different because I have a lot of friends that knew this man and that he was very close with. The quote is, "Freedom is not about doing what feels good, it's about doing what's right," and that is from Charlie Kirk. So, with that, we have no other business tonight.
So moved.
Okay. All right.
Mrs. Gibson?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Mr. Mundy?
Yes.
Mr. Cochran?
Yes.
Thank you. Have a good night.